So good. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Bianca and I make motherhood and lifestyle content. So if you like that kind of content, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss when I post my next video. I'm not gonna lie, with what's been going on in the world right now, I am kind of struggling. It's kind of hard for me to pick up the camera and be all chipper when I feel like there's just a lot going on right now between the coronavirus and everyone just trying to do the best they can to stay home. But you know, I love making YouTube videos, I love editing them, I love filming them, and I just needed to force myself to do this because if I don't, then I feel like I'm gonna lose my mind. And you know, doing something like YouTube is something fun and light and keeps me sane, so I figured I should definitely make myself do this right now. I also just want to say thank you to those who have reached out to me on Instagram or even my personal friends that have texted me. I really appreciate you guys reaching out. I posted on Instagram the other day that I kind of wasn't in the best mental state given what's going on, and some of you have reached out just to check in on me, and I really appreciate that, so thank you. I have my handy dandy glass of wine. I've honestly been loving pouring myself a glass of wine, grabbing myself a cheese plate, and that's just pretty much what I've been doing lately during this quarantine time. So this is another get to know me tag video. I have some other get to know me type videos, and I will link the playlist right here in the cards, and I'll also link it down below. This is a 20 question get to know me tag. So I have the questions listed right here. I was actually tagged by Roxy from Holo Holo Adventures, and she just recently hit 1,000 subscribers. So big congratulations to her and her husband Ron. But enough talking. Well, I'm about to do some more talking. So let's just get started. Alright, so the first question is, are you named after anyone? And the answer to that is no. Actually, that's a lie, because I think my mom told me that my name is named after the mouse in Rescuers Down Under, so her name was Bianca. So I guess that's who I'm named after. I'm named after a cartoon. I'm named after a cartoon mouse. Cool. Number 2. When was the last time you cried? I can't remember the last time I cried. I feel like it has to be kind of recent because I'm a sucker for any type of TV show that is drama. So I'm pretty sure, I bet you the last time I cried was when I watched Grey's Anatomy last, and I think it's been a couple months. So I would probably say like towards the tail end of 2019 was when I cried last. Question 3 is, do you have any kids? If no, how many would you like? I do have one kid, and she is a girl, and her name is Nori. Do you use sarcasm a lot? I would say I don't necessarily use it a lot, but I definitely use sarcasm. My sister was really sarcastic when I was growing up, so I learned a lot of that from her. And then now, you know, being married to Frank, he can be pretty sarcastic, so I'm definitely sarcastic. Scary movie or happy endings? Am I allowed to say both? Because I do love scary movies. I don't necessarily love them while I'm watching them. I will not act scared, but I do get scared. But I do like watching them. And then I do love happy endings. I love a good rom-com. Any type of sad movie that ends happy, I love those. So yeah, I'm gonna say both. Next question. What is your eye color? My eye color is brown. Next question. Question number 7 is, do you have any pets? I do. I have one dog. She is a girl. She's a Rhodesian Ridgeback, and we've had her for about 7 years, and her name is Rhodey. Her name is Rhodey because she's a Rhodesian Ridgeback. Question number 8 is, where were you born? I was born and raised in Burlington County, New Jersey. Question 9. What is the furthest you have ever been from home? So the furthest I have ever been from home is the Philippines, which is 18 hours by flight from where we are. So it's like 14 hours to, usually we fly into Seoul, Korea, and then it's another 4 hours from Korea to the Philippines. How tall are you? I feel like the question should be how short are you, because I am short. I am only 5'1". Technically I am 5 feet and 3/4 of an inch, but that always rounds up to 5'1". Question number 11 is, what is your favorite drink, animal, and perfume? Well, it's separated by commas, but I feel like it is one of each. So my favorite drink, that's a toss-up between coffee and rosé. So non-alcoholic, I will say coffee. Alcoholic, I will say rosé. My favorite animal is a koala. It's actually on my bucket list to go to Australia someday and hold a koala. And then my favorite perfume, little bit of backstory to that. So my favorite perfume is DKNY's Be Delicious. It's the green bottle, but they actually don't make it anymore. And I have been wearing that perfume since I was a sophomore in high school, because that was a perfume that Frank bought me while we were dating, and I've literally been using it ever since then. And then I found out just last year that they don't make it anymore, but I think you can probably find it online somewhere, but the last time I looked, it was more expensive than it was when they were making it. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy that. So I'm now wearing a different perfume, but that perfume was my jam. Okay, so question 12. What sports do you play or have you played? So when I was in grade school, I was actually a competition cheerleader for 9 years. So from 4th grade all the way up through 12th grade. And then I stopped before I went to college. But yeah, I was a competition cheerleader. So competitions every single weekend, practice just about every day. And then I also cheerleaded for basketball and football. Question 13. Favorite memory from childhood. A favorite childhood memory of mine is just being able to ride my bike everywhere. I feel like I personally wouldn't let Nori do that today, but back then we didn't have any cell phones or anything like that, and my mom used to just let me ride my bike all over the neighborhood. There was like 3 other neighborhoods connected to my neighborhood, and we used to just ride all around and come home like right when the sun was setting. I feel like people don't do that, or at least I don't think I would let Nori do that these days, but maybe it depends where we live when she's old enough to ride a bike everywhere. Question 14. Are you an extrovert or an introvert? I would have to say that I'm an introvert, just because I feel like an extrovert is someone who walks into a room and can either talk to anyone or command some sort of attention, and yeah, that is not me at all. I pretty much, when I walk into a room, I try to find somebody that I know. If I don't, I kind of just keep to myself until somebody comes up and talks to me. So yeah, definite introvert. Do you consider yourself a good cook? I would say that I am a good cook, but maybe Frank should be the one to answer that. But I usually follow recipes, so I'm good at following instructions. Question 16 is, what is your favorite gadget? That is kind of a weird question because I don't know what that is in relation to, but if it could be anything, I will have to choose my camera, or any camera. We have a few cameras in this house and I love learning how to use them. I like learning new things about cameras, I guess. I don't know how to answer this question. If it's like a kitchen gadget, I don't know, maybe my KitchenAid mixer. I mean, I don't get to use it that much because we don't have the counter space to just keep it on our counter all the time, so we keep it in the pantry. Sometimes I get too lazy to whip it out if I have to use it, so I'll just use my hand mixer, but someday when I have a nice big kitchen, I will leave it on the countertop and I will just use it all the time. What is your longest relationship so far? So the current relationship that I'm in with my husband, Frank, is the longest relationship I've ever had. We just celebrated 16 years of dating. We've been married for 4.5 years. It'll be 5 years in October. What is your favorite thing for breakfast? So I would have to say my all-time favorite thing for breakfast is a Filipino breakfast. It's chicken tocino with like a over easy egg or over hard egg with some rice. So good. I could eat it all the time, but it's probably terrible for you because chicken tocino is like this like breaded chicken. It has like, I don't know what it's breaded with. I think maybe it's sugar or something like that. It's really, really good. Question 19. What would you or have you named your children? So as I said earlier in the video, we have one daughter and her name is Nori, but that's actually short for Noriel. It's kind of funny, we kind of just stumbled across that name, and any name that we were trying to look at and choose, we would go and Google it or Facebook it to see, I don't know, if anything crazy came up. And when we Facebooked Nori's name, we noticed that there were either Filipinos popping up with the way that we spell it, which is Norielle. And then if you drop the last L and E, which is Noriel, there were a lot of Puerto Rican women coming up. So it's kind of funny because I'm Filipino and Frank is Puerto Rican and Black. So it ended up just working out that we picked a name that fit perfectly for our family. And then her middle name is Francis, which is a family name. All right, last question. Question number 20. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? So I feel like I've answered this in a video before, and I said something like, I don't know technically because I haven't been everywhere in the world to say where I would want to live in the world, but realistically speaking, I would probably choose Canada. So Frank and I absolutely love Toronto. We've been there several times. We have friends there, and it's the closest thing to America. I mean, distance-wise and also how they live, so it wouldn't be that much of an adjustment for us. And also the currency is pretty similar. So if I had to be realistic with myself, somewhere that I would actually want to live and buy a place and settle down, I would have to say Canada. That is actually all the questions. I'm gonna go ahead and tag 3 different girls, and these are all my girls. I love these girls. If you guys haven't checked out their channels yet, you should definitely go check them out. But I'm gonna tag Josie, Brianna McLean, and Alicia. So I'm gonna link all 3 of their channels in the description box below. I hope you guys can do this tag and keep the tag going. All right, so that is gonna be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys stay safe out there. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. I will catch you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. And she just why can't I say that? Let's just get right start. I feel like I'm sweating. I wasn't sweating before this. Next.